How do you believe actors can create sustainable careers for themselves? Is one element getting in the habit of consistently working on your craft, whether it's, taking a variety of different classes or even just rehearsing things on your own, combined with also getting in the habit of regularly doing the business side of things, whether that's reaching out to agents or managers or any other aspect of the business side of acting. Would you say it's kind of like a combination of those things, or maybe one more so than the other?
I think it's all of the above, but I also think too, it's not just, I mean, if you're a young actor, definitely be working on your craft. Definitely be working on your craft. Be in workshops, be in showcases. If you're a young actor, definitely. I think for more seasoned actors like myself, for me, no, being in a class would not have worked. I would have been frustrated. So writing was a good. I needed a different creative outlet, and that to me, before it was painting. I went through a period of a year and a half where I painted as a creative outlet. Now it's writing. So it depends on where you are in your career. Are you young in your career? Are you more advanced in your career? Are you really seasoned in your career? So it depends on that. But for me, it was to have another creative outlet because I find David Bowie did the same thing. He painted, as did Joni Mitchell. Um, Both of them went to painting when they felt that their music, um, that their creative juices for their music dried up. Joni Mitchell, just recently I read an interview where she was saying she went to painting when she really couldn't come up with nuances in her poetry, so she would paint. David Bowie, when he wasn't coming up with songs, when he wasn't coming up with musical ideas, he painted, and he stuck to painting until the ideas came, and then he went back to his original craft. Same with Mitchell, and actually, in many ways, same with me. I just stayed with writing until I started working again.
Yeah, it's interesting hearing about. I'm always fascinated because I think that is something really important that all actors should tap into, is that opportunity to be able to explore your creativity in another form outside of acting. And it sounds like that's something that has been incredibly helpful for you in your career.
100%, because it also gave me pride and instant gratification. I could write something. I wrote a couple of short stories that got published. It was like, wow. So this is getting acknowledged. And you're still creating, and especially in writing too. You're creating characters, and the characters live in your head, and you are all the characters. So you are creating, you are performing, on the page in your head, and then translated on the page. And that has been very fulfilling, very fulfilling. So I think it's very important to have a creative outlet other than acting, other than acting. But again, it depends. If you're a new actor, no, learn your craft, get your skill set. Be damn good at what you do. Acting, I think anything creative takes a lot of risk. Absolutely. I mean, just to be a creative person takes a lot of risk to live that life, and it takes a lot of courage. And a lot of people I've known, there are people that, long to be creative, but they don't have the courage to be. And it's not an easy lifestyle. Not at all. Not at all. So you have to be, a certain type of, to be a creative.